All right, so today I'm going to share with you my 5 tips to crushing it as a coach and as a leader. So to me, leadership is the ability to influence, motivate, and drive the collective progress of a group towards a common purpose. And so when I think of great leaders, the people who come to my mind are CEOs, presidents, spiritual leaders, and other people of that nature. And then when I think about, well, what makes these people such great leaders? The biggest thing for me is their ability to connect, to influence, and to motivate massive groups of people on an emotional and subconscious level around a collective, positive purpose or cause, a strong why, in other words. In terms of how they're such great leaders, is 5 steps. First and foremost, they're typically exceptional communicators, right? They speak with passion about their message. Step number 2, they lead by example and act with integrity. They demonstrate the way rather than just being all talk and no action. And what this does is it facilitates trust, which is the underlying foundation of any great relationship between people. Number 3, they're positive and they're optimistic. They're able to vividly paint a picture of what an ideal outcome looks like. Number 4, they're open-minded, adopting a learner's mindset, open to new perspectives, information, and new ways of doing things. And number 5, they ask great questions. And so for me personally, the first thrust into leadership was back in 2014, when I had the opportunity to lead a team of about 15 people in India for a number of months when I was working at KPMG, all of whom were older than me. More recently, at the end of 2018, when I created the opportunity to go to Hong Kong and lead the finance function of a market-leading food company over there called Kelson's Butter Cookies. Some of you guys may know it. They're in a blue tin, very popular during Chinese New Year. Very sweet, very buttery, very delicious, but only in moderation. Now, it was during this time in Hong Kong where I was not only required to lead a team during a period of in-market instability, but also during a time of organizational and structural instability. It was at this point in time when I needed to throw on my coaching leadership style hat. I needed to, number 1, stabilize the team and earn trust from them early on by connecting on an emotional level. Number 2, I helped the team with tactical planning to ensure that we were appropriately prioritizing our outcomes given our fixed resources. Number 3, I empowered each of the individuals to grow, to speak out, to voice their opinions and propose solutions rather than simply presenting more problems. And number 4, I coached several members in the team, reversing decisions that they had to actually resign due to perceived factors outside of their control. And number 5, I asked them great questions of themselves that allowed them to see a new perspective of the benefits and growth that they were receiving within the organization on both a personal and a professional level. And from then, I basically never took that hat off. I'm still wearing it now. I started my coaching business last year, and I've since been learning more and applying my evolving coaching leadership skills and helping transform people all over the world. As a professional coach and leader, whether it's people in my team or my clients, or just for people who consume my content online around the world, I ensure that we're always focusing on a positive future outcome that we're trying to achieve, both on a personal and professional level. I'm continuously demonstrating the way by pushing myself out of my comfort zone to experience new things and grow. Number 3, I constantly reiterate how much we're all capable of, how much we as humans are capable of as the ultimate adaptation machines, regardless of circumstances. Number 4, I constructively challenge and push people to get out of their comfort zones and grow. And number 5, I communicate with impact to deliver positivity and drive to achieve a positive desired outcome. And so as an effective leader and coach, my job is not to give people the answer. My job is not to show people how to do everything. My job is not to give people the fish or even to show people how to fish. I fundamentally believe that the quality of our questions are what determine the quality of our careers, are what determine the quality of our businesses, are what determine the quality of our relationships, and are what determine the quality of our lives. Therefore, as an effective coach and an effective leader, my job is to, number one, communicate effectively and impactfully. Number two, lead with example and act with integrity. Number three, my job is to empower people. Number four, my job is to be open-minded, to reveal to as many people as possible that they are already magnificent fishermen or fisherwomen in their own right. And number five, perhaps most importantly, my job is to ask great questions that allow my team, who I basically see as everyone in the world, to see a whole new perspective. The limitless possibility to the amount of fish that they already know how to catch. So please, go ahead. Please remember that you are all magnificent fishermen and fisherwomen, and happy fishing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy.